Previously on Jurassic World the Game, the team I sent to find that downed bird have finally returned. What's more, it seems they're not empty-handed. Hard drives, old computer hard drives, and the kicker, they all got that nice white and blue sticker that says InGen. Hoskins, I'm glad I found you.
Hey, it's Kevin DeWitt here and welcome to the pasthisprime YouTube channel. If you're new to this channel and you're interested in relaxed, casual gaming for an older generation, then please subscribe to my channel. Like the video and click the notification bell to be notified of all my future videos.
Well, what did you find? Not a whole lot, I'm afraid. What did you find then? A busted up and mostly empty plain overgrown by jungle. My team is examining the plane's black box now to see what brought it down. It may be a few hours. Have Larry give you a hand. I want to know what happened before I have a lawsuit on my hands. Just look at these strings of DNA. Take line 1438 here. It could belong to any of the 347 genera of dinosaur. Already the data has advanced my research by 6 months. DNA strand XXX003-1 has caught my attention in particular. Of course, the real science doesn't lay in the theoretical models, but in the tests. We won't know what we have until we grow it. Dr. Wu, do you have a moment? Of course, Claire. What can I do for you today? Perhaps you can start by explaining why you authorized the replication of new assets without my approval. Zach, wake up. What? What is it now? Can't you see I'm trying to sleep? It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Zach. So, I'm hungry and I'm bored. Can't we do something? Like maybe go on some rides? Could you slow down? Why? Aren't you having fun? I am. You just don't need to run everywhere. I don't want to get separated. Claire, you wouldn't believe what kind of a day I've had. How's that, Simon? Against my better judgment, I met with journalists from Korea, Russia, and Portugal today, and they each took turns shouting in their native tongue. That doesn't sound good. What was the problem exactly? Janet Kowalski. Episode 40, Desperate Measures. I'm inside the InGen archive, and judging by these entries in the access history, it looks like I'm the first user in 20 years. Good job, Zara. Does it state the location of the carnivore DNA repository? Well, yes and no. Huh? What do you mean? Well, these documents are practically ancient. Hammond made references to points on Isla Nublar that have either changed names or no longer exist. Listen carefully. After you track down the location with a modern map, delete those archives. No one must follow your work. Zara. Owen. Hello? I wasn't expecting you back so soon. How can I help you? I wanted to talk to you, but I didn't see you at your desk. What are you doing in the control room alone? Oh, just tidying up. It's so messy in here. Okay, well, when you're done, I'd like to speak to you about something urgent. Ever since the raptors returned to the paddock, they and other carnivores have been acting in an unexpected manner. It is something that cannot be described. Come and see for yourself. When the Raptor response team was first born, Owen was the undisputed alpha of the group. But ever since their response to the crisis of the storm, the Raptors seem to acknowledge Blue as their leader. Look at the way the others move back and allow Blue to eat first during feeding time. Blue is very cunning. We must keep an eye on her. Now that the press conference is over, it's our responsibility to get journalists and television crews off of the island. My doctor insists I'm not supposed to be on my feet yet, so I'm hoping you could take charge of this logistics problem. I realize it won't be an easy task, but I'll be here to give support if you need it. When did you last talk to Hoskins? I'm sorry, Owen, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm telling you this for your own good, Zara. Claire and I know you sometimes collaborated with him. Whatever moves you think you're making, I assure you, he's just using you. In fact, he's been using all of us. Look, Owen, the truth is that Hoskins has been hiding somewhere for days. I've been trying to track him down myself. Well, don't. Stay away from him. He's bad news. This is outrageous, Hoskins. It's unacceptable. There was a change in plans. We need more dinosaur specimens before the coalition arrives on the island. My contact will meet me at the landing zone in a few days. Ares 21 embryos must be provided and enhanced with their biotechnology. By biotechnology, you mean they'll insert their signature DNA strands so the coalition takes the credit for my work? We are demonstrating viable weapons in front of very powerful people in Washington. You're crying over spilled milk. Get a grip. Once the coalition reclaims those carnivore fossils from Hammond's repository, everyone wins. You, me, not to mention the US military. Does that make things crystal clear for you? As far as you're concerned, the repository is as good as found. Except you don't know where it is, and I do. What is she doing here? Never mind, Wu. We'll talk later. You lied to me, Mr. Hoskins. You told me we were conducting a joint research expedition funded by a university. You wanted to be in charge, right? To lead and make decisions? Well, honey, let me tell you how things are in the real world. It's about control. Yeah, I lied. So what? You were too eager. But what I do for my country and its security. You want to know the location of the repository? That's too bad, because I wiped out the InGen files before coming here. Yeah. Zara, I'm smarter than you. You might want to rethink what you're about to say. Obviously not smart enough. I'm the only one who knows where that repository is. I wonder what Miss Daring would think. Oh, you're staying here until you tell me what I want to know. You understand? Damn this stupid black box. Problem? This black box is damaged beyond recognition. See that? Those are dinosaur teeth marks. Something chomped on this thing like it was a jawbreaker. Never mind the outer case though. The wiring inside looks like a rat's nest. It's like someone opened it up somehow and managed to tear all the wires apart. Can you retrieve the data stored on it or not? I mean, I'll try, but cross your fingers and shoelaces that this thing's even salvageable, because right now I'm not so sure. Owen, I'm glad to see that you made it back okay. Thanks, man. It was one heck of a ride. How's the raptors holding up? They are well, but there is something you should see. There has been a shift in power. A shift in power? What are you talking about? It would appear that Blue has become the alpha. I am sorry, Owen. Oh no, not right now. This can't happen right now. Well, were you able to influence Blue? Oh, Blue and me had a conversation of sorts. You ain't kidding, she's alpha alright, and she ain't about to back down anytime soon. I just don't think it's a good idea to go without your brother. We just got you back, safe and sound. But Zach's busy and I'm bored. I promise I'll only be there. I have my cell phone. You could call and check up on me. What if I went with you? We could go together. I wouldn't feel right letting you go alone. Okay, have you ever been on the rides here? You know what? I don't think I have. I've never made the time. How can you run this place and not know if the rides are fun? I can't believe that Barry would side against us. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Owen, calm down. We can't accuse Barry of anything based on what Hoskins said. Zara said he was sneaking documents for Hoskins. Barry's ID came up on every untagged carnivore that arrived on the island. You explain that to me. It doesn't look good, I agree, but we can't confront Barry unless you catch him in the middle of the act. Episode 41, Open Hand. Now that the geomagnetic storm has passed, this is a very good time to teach Zach how to fly Jurassic 1. Since you're still recovering, I thought it would be something fun for your nephew. What do you think? Since Gray is looking at computer problems with Lowry, Zach should keep himself busy as well. Sure, why not? You are preparing your first flying lesson with Zach. That's right. You know, I never got a chance to thank you for saving my life when the storm hit the island. You're welcome, Mr. Masrani. I am concerned for the well-being of all of us in the park. Barry, would you like to come with us on this helicopter ride? See the entire island from above? It's a spectacular view. Yeah, come on, Barry. You'll love it. It's generous of you, Mr. Masrani, but I have duties to attend to. I'm the boss and I'm ordering you to take a break. Come on, it'll be fun. Good morning, this is Captain Mitchell speaking to you from the cockpit. Thank you for flying Air Awesome with us today. Haha, that's the spirit. Now let's bring the RPM up and ease it into it. That's it, now start climbing. What if I tilt Jurassic 1 this way? Zach, I do not mean to discourage you, but for our sake, please look out for any obstacles. So guys, I think I'm getting the hang of flying this thing. It's so cool. Pardon me, Mr. Masrani, but do you see what I see on the horizon? You mean that building over there? That's a new test site that Dr. Wu had constructed. Cost a fortune. Ha ha. What kind of research is being conducted there? Is it related to Project Ares? Listen, Barry, I strongly believe we could use someone of your expertise. Why don't you talk to Dr. Wu and find out for yourself? Barry, how nice to see you again. I understand Masrani put an offer on your table. The proposal was casual, nothing more. Then you don't understand how Masrani thinks. Nothing in Jurassic World is casual. Nothing we do is taken for granted. I came here on my own, not on some pretense of joining Project Ares. I came to ask you questions. An interrogation? Very well, I'll play along. Come with me if you want answers. Where are we going? You'll see. In this containment unit, I have a specimen designated Ares 7. Look closely. Bon Sung? This was a T-Rex. What happened to the fetus? This is evolution gone awry. You are looking at Jurassic Park's burden, one in which I had to carry alone for years. Oh, please don't touch the containment unit. Is Ares 7 still active? No, it self-terminated prematurely while in the womb. I had a lab assistant preserve it for future study. Also as a reminder of an oversight I made many years ago and of how much progress there has been since then. But how did this happen exactly? Long before Jurassic Park opened, I proposed InGen to extract ancient DNA from amber-preserved mosquitoes in order to clone dinosaurs. But gene reconstruction inevitably revealed gaps in the sequence. We were forced to rearrange the dinosaurs' chromosomes to accept frog DNA. That is an outdated technique. There has been much advancement in the field since then. You're preaching to the choir. But that didn't change the fact that we had taken the first steps towards making a grievous error. You see, the genetic code incorporated the frog and mosquito DNA, yielding a crisis we could not have anticipated. Despite cloning only females at Jurassic Park, progeny allowed our dinosaurs to reproduce and pass on their genome legacy. Yes, I read the Site B papers written by Dr. Malcolm on the subject during my studies, but how does that affect us? Today, I mean. Look around, the answer's right in front of you. Are they? No, it cannot be. They are the offspring? That's right, Barry. Every dinosaur you have ever raised and trained and buried was a descendant of one of the original clones. Using digital records, you can trace the lineage of each asset back to at least one Jurassic Park parent from the early 90s. InGen used them as surrogates to breed every successive generation. Without them, there would be no Jurassic World. Unfortunately, some of them still carry the genome legacy, that inherent flaw. It caught up to us, and now we're paying for it. How? Isn't it obvious? What's the average lifespan of, say, one of your velociraptors? I don't know, it depends on the type. Few weeks, few months, few years, no one can say. Some of them are born healthy, others aren't so lucky. Like Aries 7, some have a shorter lifespan, life sends them a signal, end of the line. How can that be? Mondia, the DNA of the mosquito. Something must be done to help the animals. Which is exactly why I offered you to join Project Aries. No tricks, no strings attached, you could help save them. But the problem is systematic. How could we solve it? Where would we start? We start small. Over the past month, our bioengineering team have been developing artificial enhancers to accelerate dinosaur growth. Depending on their reaction to the dosage, we isolated potential carriers of the genome legacy. We even took blood samples to be sure. Carriers would then be identified and catalogued in our data center that Hoskins designed. That explains the markings I found on some of them. That strange barcode. You were tagging them. Yes, in a manner of speaking, my assistant is testing a subject now. You can see how the process is done. There are two types of classifications we assign. The one that concerns us is legacy, when the assets test positive as a carrier. By keeping these dinosaurs from breeding, we hope to eliminate the genome legacy for good. What is the other classification? The others are marked candidate, which means they have been cleared as a host or surrogate mother to lay the eggs. What is inside these eggs? Something that will impact the world. Hoskins. It won't be long before Aries 21 is born, but first we need to know if you're one of us. Are you in or out, Barry? Shake it, shake your booty, shake it, shake your booty. What is that sound? My phone, it tends to ring from time to time. Should I answer it? Shake it, shake it. No. Okay then, are you sure? Shake it, shake your booty, shake it, shake your booty, shake it, shake. Ah, it's annoying. Turn the sound off. Right. What are you doing? Give me that. Hello? Listen, I don't have long. Call Claire Deering.
Alright, well hopefully that was enjoyable. Please remember, if you like what you see here, subscribe to the channel, click the like button, click the notification bell to be notified of all my future videos. Go and check out some of my other videos here that are linked on the side. And I thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.